Good morning students. In this particular video we are going to discuss about basic design principles of gearbox design. So the basic design consideration of a gearbox are optimum number of speed steps with increments between 10 to 15%. The total speed range of the multi-speed drive it should be less than 10 to 15%. Then speed change without stopping the electric motor. Then the desired speed change without passing through the intermediate speed steps. Then multi-speed drive it should facilitate the desired speed change without passing through all intermediate speed steps. One set of gear pairs it should be engaged at one time. In multi-speed drives, only set of gears through which the speed is obtained it should be engaged at one time. So in that particular case, use of minimum possible parts, then ergonomical design and centralized control unit. So if you are observing this basic consideration in design, so the first step will be 10 to 15% of speed increment range. It has to be there. Then the second important thing that we have to observe that we should have a non-stop operation while changing the speed. Okay, there should not be any stop, means when we are moving from gear 1 to gear 2, at that time there should not be stopping of the prime mover. Okay, so non-stop operation while changing the speed. Then the next step that we have to consider for design of gearbox drives, what are the speed, any speed to any speed possible directly. So you can see from the figure here. So from speed 1 to speed 2, speed 2 to speed 3, speed 2, speed 3 to speed 4. From any speed, from speed 1 to speed 4 is also possible. From speed 2 to speed 3 is also possible. So this is another important thing, that is any speed to any speed possible directly. The next important step that we have to discuss is there should be no auxiliary arrangement of counter shaft. This arrangement is not feasible. Then only regulating gears to be engaged. Whatever the gears has to be regulated, they should be engaged. Then centralized control design, whatever the centralized control unit is going to be there, it should be designed ergonomically. Then the next step, whatever the number of components are going to be there, they should be as minimum as possible. So whatever the number of counts are going to be there, number of gear pairs should be as minimum as possible. Then we can see there are certain laws of stepped regulation of speeds in multi-speed gearbox, that is arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and another is the harmonic progression. So how to determine the variable speed range? The ideal speed range in a machine tool would be one where there would be infinite number of speed ratio. So this would allow an optimum operation of a machine for any job diameter. Such a high speed will be called as a stepless regulation. So what is the stepless regulation? Without passing through particular sequence, you can move from any speed to any possible speed. So higher the speed ratios available, higher would be the cost of the gearbox. Therefore, hence from the cost and usability perspective, optimum gear ratio should be available to get different speed ranges between the maximum and minimum speed. So these intermediate discrete values can be obtained by different law. So let us consider N1 and N2 or N1 and Nz with the minimum and maximum spindle speed to be achieved for Z number of intermediate speed steps. So these steps can be arranged by following law, like first is arithmetic, second is geometric, and third is harmonic progression. So for arithmetic progression, you can see here arithmetic progression series is based on the fact that difference between two adjacent RPM values is constant. Hence the various intermediate speeds would be found by following relation. So for example, N1 is, let's consider N minimum, N2 is equal to N1 plus A, N3 is equal to N2 plus A, and so on. So what we are doing, we are going to do this arithmetic constant AT, we are going to add each and every step. So by putting this constant each and every speed, we can use the formula. What is that formula? So this A can be determined using the formula. If N max and N minimum are given and Z is given, that is number of speed steps are given, so we can use the formula N max upon N max minus N minimum upon Z minus 1. So you can calculate this A and you can put this value of A in this N1, N2 and N3 and you can calculate that particular speed ratios from N1 to N2. Similarly, you can calculate various diameter range like 1000 V upon pi and K like this. So this diameter range can be found out. The diameter range can be found out with the help of this delta decay. So decay minus this dk minus dk plus 1, you can also find out this ratio. So if you are going to consider, suppose minimum speed is 30 rpm and maximum speed is 385 rpm, and if the value of z is given, that is 12, and cutting velocity is 20 meter per minute. So if this is what we say the input statement, input values are given. So first step we can calculate this a constant of arithmetic difference, that is n max minus n minimum upon z minus 1. So just 385 minus this 30 divided by 12 minus 1, so that is 32.273. So what we will do, this 32.27, it will be added in this 30, then when we are going to add this 30 and this 32.27, so in this way we can add subsequent 80, value of 80, and we can calculate the n1 to n5. So you can see here, we can also find out the ratio 5k. So you can prepare a table. Now when we are going to consider about geometric progression, the geometric progression method, the ratio of geometric progression phi is always constant. So what is phi here? Ratio of these two successive speeds, that is n minus upon n max upon n minimum. So in this particular case, what is difference spindle speed? N minimum to n max. Diameters to be machine is dk, and range of diameters delta dk. So you can see here, we can go and we can prepare the geometric progression. So you can see here, geometric progression is nothing but ratio of say two speeds, n2 upon n1, n3 upon n2, and so on. So range ratio can be calculated by nz upon n1. So Rn, range ratio, that can be calculated by phi raised to z minus 1. Okay, so this phi is nothing but the geometric progression constant. So in general, geometric progression constant you can calculate with the help of this Rn. When this Rn raised to 1 upon z minus 1, you can calculate this value of phi. And similarly, you can calculate value of z using log to the base Rn into phi upon log to the phi, where Rn is the range ratio or speed range. So with the help of this, by using this n max, 1000 v max upon pi d minimum and 1000 v minimum upon pi d max, we can calculate n max and n minimum. Similarly, we can calculate Rn, that is n max upon n minimum. So in general, we can reduce a expression, that is Rv into Rd. So this is all about the geometric progression method. If I am going to take another example, like say n max 445 rpm, n minimum 35 rpm, z is equal to 12, and v is equal to 20 meter per minute. So we can calculate the phi and z like this. So this is the methodology of calculation of phi and z. So in case of harmonic progression, R minimum, let us consider it is the minimum spindle speed, and R max, it is going to be considered as a maximum spindle speed. So let us consider n1, n2 and n3 up to nz. They are considered to be different spindle speed, and the z is going to be considered as a number of spindle speed step. So in harmonic progression, what we are going to generally follow, the difference between the reciprocal of any two successive speed is always going to be constant. Suppose this nk and nk plus 1, these are the two speeds. If I am going to calculate the difference between the reciprocal of these two, so 1 upon nk minus 1 upon nk plus 1, it is always going to be constant. It is denoted by C. So C is going to be constant. So what is geometric progression ratio? What is phi k? Phi k can be calculated by nk plus 1 upon nk. So here simply we are going to calculate the ratio. So phi k is equal to 1 upon 1 minus C nk. So in general, nk plus 1 nk plus 1 is equal to nk into phi k. Similarly, diameter range can be determined using the formula delta dk is equal to dk minus dk plus 1. So 1000 v upon pi nk minus 1000 v upon pi nk plus 1. So by taking 1000 v upon pi constant, we can determine the equation 1 upon nk minus 1 upon nk plus 1. So this 1 upon nk minus 1 upon nk plus 1, this term is going to be constant. So here, what will be the delta dk? It is going to be constant. So this is going to be the diameter range. And what about spindle speed range? So spindle speed range is n1 upon 1 minus z minus 1 into c into n1. This is the constant of the reciprocal. So this is what you consider different spindle speed range. So what are the general advantages of geometric progression? If I am going to compare all these three methods, geometric progression method is better than AP and HP, that is arithmetic and harmonic progression. So we can prefer this geometric progression. They are also having certain advantages like constant loss of economic cutting speed in the whole RPM range and better gearbox design. So what is constant loss of economic cutting speed? We can see if whenever we are going to plot the graph of constant loss of economic cutting speed versus diameter. So you can see here nk, n optimum and nk plus 1, and here optimum speed like vk, v optimum and vk plus 1. So whenever we are going to calculate the value of this epsilon from this graph, so what is epsilon 1, that is Vk plus 1 minus V optimum. Similarly, epsilon 2 is equal to this V optimum minus Vk. Yes or no? So in this case, epsilon 2 is less than epsilon 1. Then we can calculate, we can say that epsilon 1 is less than epsilon 2. So we can set the speed to the operator range, that is nk plus 1. So both these values, they must have minimum loss of economic cutting speed. So whenever we are putting this V optimum and epsilon max, we can calculate these values. So by putting and substituting all the value, we get pi d upon 1000 into bracket nk plus 1 plus nk by 2. Similarly, epsilon max, we get pi d upon 1000 into bracket nk plus 1 minus nk by 2. So for this particular purpose, V optimum minus Vk or Vk plus minus V optimum, that should be considered. So by putting and all the value, we will get the equation. That equation, final equation, that equation will be 5k minus 1 upon 5k plus 1 into V optimum. So this equation, what this equation stands for, whenever we are going to calculate the ratio of successive spindle speed, it is constant, and it is constant. This epsilon max is always constant, and it is constant for geometric progression method. So that's why this method is considered. So that's why it would be, there will be a maximum loss of economic cutting speed. Okay, so maximum loss of economic cutting speed you can finally calculate with the help of formula, that is percentage of Emax is equal to Emax upon V optimum into 1000. So which can be equal to 5k minus 1 upon 5k plus 1 into 1000. And the second advantage is that better gearbox design. In a multi-speed gearbox, the speed ratios can be obtained by using simple gear trains or compound gear trains. For an arithmetic progression or harmonic progression, we need only simple gear trains between two parallel shafts, and the number of speed available is dependent on the number of gear pairs that are used. Okay, so whenever we are comparing arithmetic and harmonic, they increases the axle size of the gearbox. But when we are going to compare gearbox design for this geometric progression ratio, this is whatever the downtime is required, that is low downtime is going to be there, and this different speed can be obtained by switching off the machine. So if you are going to compare the geometric progression arrangement, you can see gearbox arrangement is compact and economical. This one you can see and observe the figure. Properly distributed, all the gears or pairs are mentioned there, and what this arrangement you can consider is a compact arrangement. So in general, whatever the things, dear student, what we have discussed in this particular video, so we can compare all the things. Okay, so definition in definition point of view, arithmetic progression, the difference between any two successive spindle speed is constant. In geometry, the ratio of any two successive spindle speed is constant, and harmonic progression, the difference between reciprocal of any two successive speed is constant. So this is the important point from the definition point of view. Now when we are going to calculate number of spindle speed steps, for arithmetic the formula is nmax minus n minimum upon z minus 1. For geometric it becomes nmax upon n minimum raised to 1 upon z minus 1, and for harmonic it becomes n minimum upon 1 minus z minus 1 into c into nmax. Okay, so if we are going to compare all these three arrangements, so how these arrangements, they are good in, if I am going to talk about arithmetic progression, they are good in high spindle speed range. For geometric progression, they are good in high spindle speed range, and harmonic, they are good in low spindle speed range. Okay, and if you are talking about poor in, so this arrangement, arithmetic progression is poor in case of low spindle speed range, and in case of geometric progression it is also poor for low spindle speed range, but in case of harmonic progression method, they are poor in high spindle speed range. So yes, what is the tentative outcome of this particular video is that whenever we are going to consider the geometric progression method, the geometric progression method is very popularly used or most commonly accepted. Why? Because in this particular method, the value of this phi is always going to be constant, and whenever we are going to calculate ratio of any two successive spindle speed, it is always constant, and this phi is always constant in case of geometric progression method. So that's why it is very suitable for the gearbox design. So dear student, this is all about for this particular video. In this video we have discussed about the basic consideration of the gearbox design, and also we have discussed about arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. So thank you for